In this demonstration we're going to show installation of the SkyMobile secure container onto an iPad device and how from that point you can then provision applications down onto the device, in this case the application console. The first step is to actually install the SkyMobile secure container onto the device, and we do so through the standard Apple App Store. So we'll click on App Store. You can see here it's automatically filtered for SkyMobile. There's two versions of SkyMobile that's available, one for the iPad device and one for the iPhone, so we'll go with the iPad. It's now starting to pull down the secure container onto the device, and we'll be ready to launch in a couple of seconds. Okay, now that the SkyMobile secure container is installed, we can launch the application. Okay, so we click on the icon for SkyMobile. And we get presented with the provisioning screen. Okay, in this case it's defaulted the profile of Salesforce Automation, but we want to use a different profile. And then we click Submit. Okay, now that we've had the container provisioned, which means that we've spoken to the cloud, we've pulled down our configuration for our application server that's running on the device, and it's now about to launch the application server, we get presented with an identity check. This is security to authenticate who the user is, and in addition is going to identify what applications the user has available to them. The identity check can be performed against a range of different identity services. They can be Active Directory services, other directory servers via the LDAP protocol, can be directly against SAP authentication, or against the SkyMobile identity service. In this case, we're authenticating via an LDAP or via a directory server using the LDAP protocol to a directory server within Sky. So we put in a valid user ID. And password. And submit that for authentication. We've been successfully authenticated in this case, and you can see that it's now starting to pull down the application definitions that this user is entitled to. If you failed the identity check, you'd get an appropriate error message to indicate that that check has failed. Okay, and we're now presented with the SkyMobile application console. This console is designed to provide a central launching place for various applications that a user may have access to. So in this case you're seeing the desktop, and you can see that there's already one application that's been downloaded for us. We have access potentially to other applications, and that is controlled from the back end via the roles that a user is allocated to. We can look to see what other additional on-demand applications are available to us as a user by going through the settings, and we'll get a list of applications that we potentially can add into our application console to gain access to. So as an example, you can see here there's a workflow application. We can drill into that and say, yes, please add that to my device. That's now removed from the available list of applications. The alternative is, if we have applications on the device and we want to remove those, we can switch from available applications to installed, and you can see here are the two that are currently installed on the device. The Salesforce Automation app, which was the one that was originally provisioned directly with the device, and the other is the workflow application that we've just added. To get back to the application console, we just navigate back, and you can see here the applications that are on the device. The workflow application is still being provisioned. We'll wait a couple of minutes, it'll eventually come down. Okay, and now you can see that the workflow application is available on the device as well. Other options available to you in the application console are to change the view. By default it's presented in a tiled or grid view showing the icons. If you are unsure what the actual application is, if you switch into list mode it will show both the application icon and also descriptive text of what the application is. From here, you launch an application simply by clicking on the icon. To shut down once you've completely finished, there is a shutdown option available under the menu in the toolbar. And that's it. Thank you very much.